Let's find out more on this supposed SWAT fine policy to run out this festive season and beyond. I'm joined over the telephone by DSP Alexander Obeng, who is Director of Training and Research with the police, MTTD, and also Daniel Waku, who is Greater Accra Manager for the National Road Safety Commission. Recall that this message roaming on social media had attributed it to the Road Safety Commission. So I'm going to start off with Daniel. First of all, both of you are welcome to the program.
Thank you.
I think I lost the DSP there. But Daniel.
Hello.
Obviously, this came to your notice and you reacted to it. What's that reaction?
The information on the social media was like a surprise to all of us at the National Road Safety Commission, because officially we have not put anything on social media concerning the implementation of the sport fine. Even it's in the pipeline. What's talking about actually is that when, for example, a driver is seen driving using a mobile phone, it's an offense anyway in the law. But for it to be spot fined, or a police to approach or arrest someone and find the person on the spot, it's not yet in the process. It's not yet operational, even though it's in the pipeline.
Very well.
So this news that came up was kind of a surprise to all of us at the National Road Safety Commission. And even the National Road Safety Commission went ahead and gave a rejoinder.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to have you hold the line at this point. DSP Alexander Obeng has joined the conversation. He's part of the implementing group, a leading member of the implementing group. DSP.
Oh, yes, sir.
DSP, thank you very much for your time. But DSP, has this message come to the notice of the police?
Please come again, sir.
I'm asking if this message has come to the notice of the police.
Yes, I think it's a help message, and we have responded to it, and we are taking the opportunity to warn the general public that if you are arrested for any traffic offense, is the existing mode of operation, or the SOP, or the standard safety procedure that is in effect. So as police process concerned that when you are cited for any road traffic violation, you are processed and sent to motor court for the court to determine your guilt or otherwise. And at the end of the day, the court that will impose a fine or term of imprisonment for both, among others. So part of the stop fine, consistent with the issue of license.
Well, it's only appropriate now that we find out the state of that policy. What has become of it? At what stage is it right now?
Yes, you are the second instance. We happen to be part of it. And we've gotten far all the systems that what we are left with is still administrative ironing out, so that maybe first quarter it will be heralded as the installation will be done, and then they will start the actual implementation on our route. But as it is now, we haven't started it. It's actual implementation. So
very well.
Whatever that is going on in the social media, I don't know.
It's false. Well, Daniel. Daniel.
Yes.
Hasn't this taken too long to come into effect?
I think it's better we put things in place properly and implement it than just to do something in a haste where it will not be sustainable. So I think we should just bear with the implementation process so that we put the structures down. I mean, they've been working on this for months now, for years now. So this is just, I believe that we should better put the best structure or structures in place before we implement. So I wouldn't say it's been taking too long. The law is there already. The police can arrest someone using the mobile phone while driving and take the person through the process of the court. That one is there. The police has the mandate to do that. But what we are talking about, the news in the social media is talking about is the sports fine, where on the spot the police will give you a ticket. That one has not yet started. That's what we are talking about.
On receiving this message, the concern for many of us who believed it was the fact that it was absolutely exorbitant for ticketing. Is that what we should expect in the real deal, when the real process begins?
We are saying that whatever information that came out was not authentic. I mean, nothing official came from the National Football Commission.
That we understand. What I'm saying is that, what should we expect? Because I remember sometime earlier this year, in my conversations with DSP Alexander Oping, we mentioned a few figures here and there. Would it be as expensive as we saw in discounting whichever messages we received?
No, I wouldn't like to go into the costing or the cost of the fine at this moment, because the thing has not yet, the implementation has not yet started. So I wouldn't like to go into the costing. But I would wish that the costing will be quite prohibitive enough so that it will deter people from just indulging in such practices, which is very dangerous to the life of the person who is doing it and the life of other people that are using the road at the same time.
DSP, so this festive period and beyond, perhaps, if you had a challenge with a traffic warden along the road, with the police along the road, what should be what should be the whole process?
Please, I didn't get you.
I'm asking that. Okay, so I flout a traffic regulation while I'm driving on the road. What should be the process with a police officer who seeks to correct me?
That you have committed an offense. So I think if I got you right, so part of the actual implementation of the policy, when you are by any public officer on the road for having committed any traffic offense, or you are cited by a traffic warden or any general public person that you are driving dangerously, recklessly, or suspect that you are the influence of alcohol. Obviously, it is the arrest, which may be the physical arrest, or taking down your number, or calling police on 0302 773 906 or 191 or 12345, so that when you get to, they protect you on the public process form and that CID form, and proceed to motor court if the police have said that there's evidence to incriminate you and charge you. And that's what we are doing, and the court will decide.
Well, I was asking because there've been a lot of challenges or difficulty between the police and some drivers, commercial or not, about, you know, licenses being taken from them, car documents being taken from them. This festive season, what should people be doing with that?
I think that that's very part of the SOP of traffic policing, that Parliament has insisted that when somebody commits traffic violation, until we get a spot fine, immediately you are arrested. You surrender your license for the police to process you, and the police inspector and above can retain your license and issue you in place a police notice that will indicate where the police is coming from and why he has arrested you, and the article has retained. And until such time that maybe gets called, the police can retain it, and that should be understood.
Very well.
Ensure that people will be forthcoming. Otherwise, it's difficult to face traffic offenders in Ghana because of the problem of national data on persons in Ghana. And so that is the SOP. But I would like that we don't even get to the arrest, because this year we have, to a very large extent, behaved better than last year compared.
So, Daniel,
there's a positive outcome with regard to incidents of crashes. For now, for the first time in many years, fewer people have been crashed to death and injured as compared to last year, for example. And we are likely to hit below 2,000 if you continue with this positive attitude on our road.
Well,
we wouldn't want to arrest, but rather that's why we have a lot of personnel on our road. And we want a general road user to reciprocate this police for the Christmas operation with enhanced positive attitude that will manifest in specific behaviors that will not endanger our lives.
Daniel, let me come to you on this one. Do you agree with DSP that we've had a better festive season with low crashes?
Come again?
I'm asking that do you agree with DSP, who's described the period as better than last year in terms of crashes?
Oh yeah, we get the statistics from the same platform, I believe. From the police. So we are all aware of the situation, and we are still hoping that the situation will continue in this same direction, and even dip or go down, so that as we approach the end here, so that at least for a long time, in many years, we would have achieved, at least we would have hit the mark of less than 2,000 people being killed on our road, even though one life is even one more than enough. It's a good news, but I'm just hoping that we'll celebrate this Christmas, enter the new year in a more calmer mood in terms of accidents on our roads. Drivers should take care of the souls that they are transporting in their vehicles, the speed at which they are traveling. Even though they will be pressured by the presence of passengers at lorry stations, they want to go quickly and make some money out of the season. I mean, this is not the only Christmas season that we have. Christmas seasons have come past. This one will also pass. Others are ahead of us. So they shouldn't just use this time to speeding and overspeeding, because speeding is the issue that accounts for more than 60% of all deaths on our roads in the country. So if the drivers can manage their speed, maintain their vehicle, be mindful of that. The weather is changing. There could be foggy situations on the roads in the night and at dawn and in early morning in certain parts of the country. Therefore, they should be more careful. A lot of vehicles are also traveling to new areas that they have never been before because of test conventions and stuff. If you are going to a new area, you've never been there before, you have to be very careful because you don't know the road. So if you take all these precautions, and passengers should also speak up and demand for safety in the vehicle. The driver is driving recklessly, too much speed. The passengers should find a nice way to appeal to the driver to just do the right thing on the road. If all these are done, I'm sure that we'll see an end of the year with lesser fatalities than 2,000, as we are hoping.
I'm grateful for your time, gentlemen. DSP Alexander Obing is head of training and research with the Police Motor Traffic and Transport Department. Meanwhile, Daniel Waku is Greater Accra manager with the National Road Safety Commission.